Good afternoon, everyone. You are now tuned in to Situations, the podcast, and I'm your host, Kelvin.
And I'm your co-host, Miss Deanna. What's up, everybody?
How everybody out there doing this evening, or this afternoon, I should say. Tiana, how you feeling today?
I'm pretty good, and you?
I'm doing great. Well, we got a good one today. We're
Uh-oh.
gonna talk about something that we touched base on a while back in a previous episode,
hmm
but we finally have a woman to step up to the plate and kind of confirm, what we were talking about from a woman's
Okay.
perspective. It
hmm
might be trigger, it might be trigger warning for some, but we definitely want you women to tune in, comment, share, give us your thoughts, and tell us what you feel about what you're gonna witness today. Okay?
We on social media. Everything is triggering.
I know, right? Everybody's so sensitive about
Everything.
everything. It's unbelievable. But like I said, this is a subject that we touched on before, and a
I'm
woman
froze.
kind of basically agreeing to what we were saying.
Right.
But this is coming from a woman, so that kind of
Yeah.
makes it intriguing to me a little bit.
My screen froze.
You froze.
Yep.
All right. Sorry about the technical difficulties, everybody. Kind of go out and come back in.
Okay.
Let's see if we can. Okay, everybody. I'm sorry about the technical difficulties we having right now. Just bear with us 1 second. We're gonna get this show on the road. Okay, Theon, you back with us?
Showing it.
You back?
Okay, there you go. Yes.
Okay, great. Once again, everybody, we're sorry about the technical difficulties, but let's get this show started.
Uh-oh.
Well, we're going to topic today's topic, Theon, is bills for love. Is it a turnoff when women only date men who want to pay their bills?
I say yes.
Okay. All right, that was our topic. That's the
Okay.
title of today's show. So the first question I'm gonna ask:
hmm
do most men find it a turnoff if a woman only dates them to pay their bills?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I
Why
mean,
why
I've
would you?
seen some clips where, men, they enjoy being providers and stuff like that. But if you just coming straight out the gate, like asking the man to do something, or you talking about your phone off, he can't even talk to you. It's like give him the opportunity to even want to lead, lay something out, offer, or whatever.
Absolutely. Especially during the dating phase.
Right.
You guys are just newly dating, and here it is that you got all these problems
Right.
where you need to be provide where you need somebody to. I mean, it's nothing. Let me say this. There's nothing wrong with providing some help. There's
Right.
nothing wrong with that. But the way they doing it in today's society, they only want you for that purpose and that purpose only. To me, that's what it seems like.
Exactly.
And
And
I
I
don't
have
feel that's
so I have like a statement for the men, because it's
okay.
like they be bitter, and then when they get a nice woman that come along or whatever, or somebody put a post up, now it's categorized all women this, all women that. So what in you did not see the red flags, or what were you so distracted or intrigued by this woman that she got you doing that, and now it's like you scorned for women.
Right. I definitely find it to be unattractive.
It
Especially like I
is.
say, during the dating phase. When
Right.
you're in the dating phase, you're supposed to be dating to get to know someone. You
But
know,
so I guess they not trying to get the norm, they trying to get the money.
right?
And that's why I was like, why the men don't see that? That should be a hard no fast. You should be able to get up out of there so quick.
Yeah, I agree. But for some apparent reason, they're blinded by the fact. I'm not sure why, but It seems like that's what it is to me.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, can a woman expectations for a man cover her bills be a red flag for men? We kind of just touched on that a little bit, but you think
It
that could be
can
a
be a
red
red
flag?
flag, but yeah, it could be a red flag. But I mean, if somebody is used to that and that's their standard or whatever, or their boundaries, I mean, they still can say it, but it's still gonna be on the man to say, okay, I accept it or I don't accept.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. For it to go on, somebody had to accept something.
Well, or either it can be seen as a sign of financial dependency,
Right,
which is also a red flag,
right,
especially when you just, like I say, you just not getting it, trying to know someone. That's
right.
definitely could be a red flag.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay. Is financial dependency in a relationship a deal breaker for men, you think?
I don't think for all men, no.
Okay. Elaborate a little bit.
I mean, I know men, some men love being great providers. They love doing everything.
Okay.
They do. They like taking care of their woman.
It ain't
And
nothing,
and
there's
that's
nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong
right.
with that at all. So I don't want nobody to get it misconstrued or think we male bashing because it's coming from a male perspective as well. So, we're just trying to get to the root of the problem, you know?
Right. No, I'm definitely not male bashing. I'm saying, yeah, the woman should at least try to get to know the man a little bit at first.
Right.
So I'm
Like
I'm actually on the male side, you know what I'm saying, with this one or whatever. But that's what I'm saying. It's still his choice on how he move to even see if she's an authentic person or even to see if she's worth that.
right.
Because
Well, like you said, go
even if
ahead. I'm
he
sorry.
wants to be a provider, she could still not be the right person for him that he want to provide for. You see what I'm saying? She still could be a user, and it don't make him feel good and want to be providing for this quote unquote supposed to be amazing woman.
Right. Well, like you said, I totally agree with everything you just said. And like you
Hmm.
said, it depends on the male species
Right,
because some male may think it's okay and had no problem with it.
right,
Other men may have an issue with it,
right,
because they probably looking for somebody more financially stable
right,
versus I call you and I ask you what you're doing
right.
and you sounding kind of dry today. For what reason you sounding that dry?
Hmm.
Come to find out, well, my phone bill get ready to cut off, so I don't know how I'm gonna talk to you. That's a
Right,
sign. Says she telling you right there and now she needs some help financially.
right.
So, but what I'm gonna do, I got this clip
Hmm.
and I want to play this video,
Okay,
and this is from a woman's perspective, and I want
okay,
you guys to tell me how you feel. And we're gonna, after the video, we're gonna talk about it a little bit
okay.
and see. All right,
All right.
hold tight.
Get this straight. A man can't text you guys, what are you doing? Because you got $2,000-$3,000 worth of monthly bills. I don't think y'all really out here looking for like a real man, like an alpha man, a king, somebody who can teach you, guide you, lead you, somebody that you can actually build a foundation with, get some genuine chemistry going. Y'all not looking for that. Y'all are out here looking for somebody to help you. Y'all are out here looking for a sponsor, somebody to sponsor your lifestyle. Because I'm trying to understand, when did it become a man's responsibility to even give you anything during the dating phase? A man is not responsible for your monthly bills in the dating phase. You're not his woman. And what makes you think that a man does not have his own bills? His own responsibilities. That is why a lot of you ladies cannot enjoy the dating phase, because you are out here dating for all the wrong reasons. When you are dating somebody, it should really only be about just seeing if you and this person got a connection. Can we build together? Are we on the same page? Do we got the same beliefs, the same values? Something along those lines. But y'all get so frustrated. Well, he keep texting me what you doing, and he ain't asking me how much is my rent and my car note. That's not his problem. A real man is not getting ready to lead with his money. Only an insecure man lead with his money. There is some man that will give you money in the first couple of months, but that's a man that don't know himself. A man that knows himself, he's going to find out a turnoff that you're even asking him for money. Allow that man to give you that good gesture. A man that is genuinely interested in you, he's going to see any type of weight that he can lift off of you, so you wouldn't have to ask to begin with. But if you ladies are out here drowning in your own monthly bills like that, to the point where you frustrated and can't date somebody for the genuine reasons, then you shouldn't be dating.
Hmm.
I agree with everything she said.
From a woman's perspective.
Right.
So so you're agreeing with everything she said.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying. That's why I was like, even if he's a man that wants to provide, how do you even know this still the right woman for you? She still could be the wrong woman, and you want to do all this stuff. You see what I'm saying? Because she's just a
Absolutely.
user.
Right. I agree. Like I said, I also agree with everything she said. Everything she said was spot on. And but like
Right.
I said, I'm kind of glad it's coming from a woman perspective, because if that would have been a male saying that, then I think this show would have took a whole different turn.
And guess what? They still gonna bash her too because they're gonna call her a pick me. Oh, she just saying that to get the likes of men and this and that. No, the truth is the truth, and that's how I be. I be unbiased.
Right.
Now, for me, I'm like, am I finna be? I'm still taking care of kids. My daughter's in college, all that stuff, whatever. I'm paying my own bills and stuff like that. Am I giving men money? No. Do I pay for dates? Yes, I have paid for dates. Do I give nice gifts and all that stuff through all the holidays and all that stuff, or just because and stuff? Yes, I do. Do I buy toiletries for the man house when I go back for mine too? Yes. If I'm going grocery shopping, do I ask him, do he need anything? Yes. So I'm still contributing.
Right. Right. And there's not. I don't see anything wrong with that.
Yeah.
So for the viewers that's tuned in right now,
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys caught the actual clip or not, but I will rerun it back. If someone comment they didn't see it, I'll run it back, because I want you guys to be a part of today's show. I want your feedback, and I want your honest opinion on what was said. You can drop it in the comments. That way we'll be able to see it and we can elaborate on it. And then that way we can bring you make you part of today's show. Okay. But yeah, Theon, once again, I totally agree with everything she said. But even after that, do you think it's traditional gender roles contributing to expectations for men to pay bills?
Do I think is what?
Are traditional gender roles contributing to expectations for the man to pay the bills? You know how it was back in the day where they said the men ought to provide, the men supposed to take care of the household.
Right.
But we're in a different time now. We're in a different era.
A lot of men saying 50-50 or this and that. But that's what I'm saying. It's like if we in two separate households
No.
and I'm still
Okay, go
saying
ahead. Make your point. Make your point.
I did all this for your house and I'm paying for my own stuff over here, then we not under the same roof.
Okay, now let's flip that. You guys are under the same roof.
Then it's whatever it takes.
Okay.
We not gonna be sitting in the house with the lights off or no food or you know all the money ain't there for the rent or whatever because he don't got it right now. Well, I'm just gonna hold my money because he said he was gonna pay that, and it just ain't. No, we in here together.
Okay.
We we in here
Okay.
together. So if we in here together, then it's one household. I'm not finna let the household fall. Because what was the purpose of us coming together trying to build it?
Right. Because
But
I
I'm
know
like, if,
today.
if we if we in separate households, then I have my own bills over here. Like I don't have no money to be giving no man like that.
Okay. Because the reason I say that is because I feel today that modern relationships are shifting toward more balance and financial responsibilities. So like you
Mhm.
said, if you're in a 50-50 relationship, I don't see anything wrong with that.
Right.
I think that's a start, because
Right.
then that way you guys can build something together.
Right.
That way you don't, one person not spending all the money on the bills and the other person spending their money on God knows what. And then when it's
Right.
time to purchase a house
Right.
or purchase some land or whatever it is that you're into, there's no
Mhm.
finances for it.
Right.
So there's nothing wrong with, I don't see anything wrong with a 50-50 relationship.
Right.
Do you feel men pressured by women who expect them to pay for everything?
I do.
Okay. And What made you come up with that answer?
Uh, but if she's laying it out like that, or like for me, if I'm working and you asking to take me out, like you're taking me away from making money. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So why would I be paying? Because I've gotten cursed out by guys. Damn, you still working? Yeah, I got stuff I have to do. And this is the way that I make my money. I didn't ask you for anything.
Right.
But if you want me to cut that short, you see what I'm saying? It's like, what are you talking about?
Right.
So I think it's women it's like you gotta do this, and then it's other women like, okay, I'm doing this. But if you interrupting what I'm doing, then you should be doing something.
I think a lot of men feel pressure in such situations, especially when they think that the relationship is more about money than genuine partnership.
I get
That's
that. And that's
that's my
why I
take.
said That's why I said, where are the men missing the red flags when all the hell she talking about is money and she not saying when your birthday, what's your favorite color? What do you like to do? What's your favorite song? Do you like museums? Like she ain't asking nothing. All she talking about is flash shit and money.
Right. Yeah.
Then that's what I'm saying. Like for the men, like where are y'all missing that flag at? This lady ain't asked you not one thing about what you like. Leave her ass where she at.
All she concerned about is what you could be able to do for her.
You can do for her. What you can do for her.
Societal expectations.
Right.
Absolutely.
Because that's what I'm saying. You will get a woman that's doing all these nice gestures for men, and sometimes that ain't enough. So you being a nice woman and you doing things, and then the first thing he'll say, well, I ain't asked you to do it in the first place. And then he out there getting knocked over the head for somebody that don't want to do anything.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like, where does the line get drawn? That's all I'm saying. But I do think these women, they expectations do not be realistic.
I agree. Speaking of red flags, how do you how do men view women who bring financial expectations into dating so early on?
Uh I don't know. It just all depends on the man. Sometimes people like to fast track stuff, They like to put everything out on the table early, you know, if that works for them. And if not, then that's what I'm saying. Just keep your head on a swivel because she might be trying to do you in.
Well,
I
like I
mean,
say,
because you can get a woman like, boom, I'm doing this, I'm working towards this. This is what I have going on. XYZ, woo, woo, woo. Woo. This is what I'm looking for. These are my boundaries, XYZ. That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. That don't be the case all the time. What we're talking about is the women saying, well, I want this. I'm used to guys doing this and this is what I want. This is, and it's always all about money or something that she's trying to get.
right. Well, I definitely see it as a red flag.
Yeah.
Other men might appreciate it. Appreciate the upfront honesty, but
Right.
it's all about the primary focus that sometimes I think people are missing is about the aspect of the relationship.
Right.
Not about the financial part of the relationship, and especially
But
in the dating phase. In the dating phase, you have to get to know someone just to see if you all are compatible.
but that's what I'm saying. So do you think that the men are just, you know, swept up on maybe how beautiful she is or her physique, her body or
Nah,
whatever?
nah.
That
That may play a role in it, but
yeah.
we still have some rest havens for out here. I don't know if you know what a rest haven is.
What is it?
See, you could get me started. See,
Come on. Teach me something. I want to learn every day. Come on.
you know, back in the day, we used to call them rest haven for hoes.
Hmm.
So it was like a safe place. Come on over here, baby. I got you. Come
Okay.
on over here. We used to
Okay,
call
rest
those rest
haven.
havens.
Okay.
So they still out there. It still exists. You know what I'm
But
saying?
that's what I'm saying. That's why I say it depends on the man. He might be with that. He might be that type of man that like, look, what you want, baby? You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But then, is the relationship or the connection gonna be genuine on both sides then? Because he could be used to tricking and doing whatever he doing, and he really not trying to have nothing solid or build with nobody either. He
But see,
got a
here's
new
the
a
thing.
bad piece.
But here's the thing, though: the relationship would never be equal on both sides because only one half of that party is only in it for one reason and one reason only: the
You're
finances.
right.
You
You're
know,
right.
so matter of fact, let's think back to a few episodes where
Mhm.
we discussed about a woman was dating an athlete, and he didn't allow her to work. She didn't have a job. He took care of
Mhm.
all the bills. He took care of her financially. He made sure her
Yeah.
bank account was good. And when the relationship soured and the relationship
Yeah.
divorced, now she wants to sue him because
Mhm.
she was so used to and so accustomed to living a lifestyle. Now she can't lead a lifestyle no more because she don't have any income. She don't have any
But that's
money.
what I'm saying. But I was in a relationship like that before, and it was an argument because I wanted to do something and he didn't want me to do nothing. So how you gonna not want me to do nothing, but then you don't want to? If it don't work, you didn't want me to do anything. So all of the years that I was with you, what
Right? He handicapped you. I think that's what that be.
exactly?
I think you get handicapped. You know, you're
Exactly.
so accustomed to not doing anything, and then when that relationship sours, now you scratching your head like, damn, what am I gonna do now?
Because
You
I
know what
had
I'm saying? Because
somebody,
you're so
I had a job and pulled up and made me lose my job. That's what I'm saying. Like sometimes it ain't the woman out here being I want to have something for myself. I don't care what you got going on for me. Because I know
right.
this stuff could go left any day, but just not even that. It's just some things, even if a man said he would take care of me and pay for everything, I still would be, if he put money in my account or whatever the case may be, like I'm into makeup or this and stuff, like it's just something that I need to do to fulfill for my own self. But that's different women.
Right.
Some women, like, I don't care. I want to be taken care of. But then in some of those situations, it could be really great and he's just a great provider, or it could go south and now he's really controlling because he feel like he's doing everything for you.
Okay, for those who are tuned in or just tuned in, I want to run a clip back for you guys. That way, you guys can have a general idea of what we're speaking on and why we're taking the approach that we're taking.
Get this straight. A man can't text you guys, what are you doing? Because you got $2,000, $3,000 worth of monthly bills. I don't think y'all really out here looking for like a real man, like an alpha man, a king, somebody who can teach you, guide you, lead you, somebody that you can actually build a foundation with, get some genuine chemistry going. Y'all not looking for that. Y'all are out here looking for somebody to help you. Y'all are out here looking for a sponsor, somebody to sponsor your lifestyle. Because I'm trying to understand, when did it become a man's responsibility to even give you anything during the dating phase? A man is not responsible for your monthly bills in the dating phase. You're not his woman. And what makes you think that a man does not have his own bills, his own responsibilities? That is why a lot of you ladies cannot enjoy the dating phase, because you are out here dating for all the wrong reasons. When you are dating somebody, it should really only be about just seeing if you and this person got a connection. Can we build together? Are we on the same page? Do we got the same beliefs, the same values? Something along those lines. But y'all get so frustrated. Well, he keep texting me what you doing, and he ain't asking me how much is my rent and my car note. That's not his problem. A real man is not getting ready to lead with his money. Only an insecure man lead with his money. There is some man that will give you money in the first couple of months, but that's a man that don't know himself. A man that knows himself, he's going to find that a turnoff that you're even asking him for money. Allow that man to give you that good gesture. A man that is genuinely interested in you, he's going to see any type of weight that he can lift off of you, so you wouldn't have to ask to begin with. But if you ladies are out here drowning in your own monthly bills like that, to the point where you frustrated and can't date somebody for the genuine reasons, then you shouldn't be dating.
My hat's off to this young woman right here.
Yes.
You know, it's unbelievable that it took a woman to stand up and
Right.
make a comment as such. You know, I got to give her a round of applause. You know, she deserved that. So for those
But
who
it is
not
some men out here that will, because I had that happen to me before, and I just had to block them because every time you turn around, it wasn't even hello, it's what you doing. You already know what I'm doing.
right,
You gonna text me 10 times a day, what you doing? What the hell you doing? I'm just saying, like it's some of everything out there.
That is true. That is true. But like I said, from a man perspective, I- you know, early on in the dating phase, I don't see nothing really wrong with, you know, stepping in and trying to help out, especially if there's somebody that you're trying to make some sort of connection with. But to the point where you're newly in the dating phase and you talking about your rent due.
Right.
Okay, well, what was you doing before you got with me?
Exactly.
You know, what was happening then? How was you paying your rent then? Like she
Exactly.
said, that's not my responsibility because now you and I talking, your rent is due. No,
Right.
that's not how that works. That's an instant turn off for me.
Right.
Instant.
I agree with that.
All right, stay tuned. Hold on.
Looking to boost your brand? Advertise with Situations, the podcast where real-life stories meet real-time conversations. Reach engaged listeners and grow your business today. Looking.
Question: do you think
Hmm.
is No, let me see. How do I want to say this? Let me. Do you think a man lose interest really quick in a woman if she seemed that's all she seemed to be focused on is his wallet?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you do.
Yeah, because I think that relationship becomes transactional. She probably be looking at this man like an ATM machine now.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. And he could have really been interested in trying to get to know her.
That's facts. Do you feel men feel empowered when they pay a woman's bill?
I think it depends on the man. I can't say because men are different. You know what I'm saying? Like it depends on the man.
Your camera,
I
like
mean,
you
to
having a
a
few
degree, I
issues with
think
your
all
camera,
of them
Tiana.
do.
You hear me?
I don't know what's going
I
on with
think you're
this stuff
freezing up a
here.
little bit. Once again, everybody, we're sorry about the technical difficulties. Tiana, go out and come back in one more time. Once again, everybody, I want to apologize for the technical difficulties, so bear with us 1 second. Just give her enough time to reload her camera. Okay, there you go.
Okay. I mean, if it's coming from a positive standpoint, I don't know what man wouldn't feel empowered or happy that he was able to, you know what I'm saying, take care of his woman or support her.
Right.
Like I know most men are proud of that.
Well, like I say, it just all depends on the individual. I think it
Right.
depends on the individual. Is it right?
And that's what I was saying too. Right. But that's what I'm like, but if they feel like being used, no man is gonna feel empowered by it being used.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. Well, let me ask you this.
Okay.
Can men and women balance financial expectations in a way that's fair?
Yeah, the only way you can do that is if you sit down and talk about it. If the man say, okay, I'm gonna pay the mortgage or the rent and you pay XYZ and y'all agree upon that, then that's what it is. But that's what I'm saying. Sometimes in life things be happening, you know, you have to do other things with money or whatever, and another person may have to give a little more. I mean, if y'all together and y'all under one roof, then what's
Right.
the issue?
Yeah, I agree with you. I definitely agree. Because I think many couples find a balance in discussing finances openly and setting expectation
Right.
that work best for both parties.
Exactly, and
Mutual,
that's
yeah,
right.
yeah, mutual respect and compromising is key in a relationship.
Right.
So
And that's what I'm saying. If you sit down and talk about that, but if you never have that conversation, you can't expect nothing from nobody because ain't nobody saying anything.
okay. So do you feel? Well, let me ask you. How do you feel about women that want equal financial responsibilities in a relationship?
Then she would say that.
Okay.
And I mean, you don't have to come off harsh with it. Just sit down, like, babe, let's sit down, let's have a conversation. I want to talk about a few different topics. One of them being finances. What do you think about, us collectively, taking care of finances together? Like, what's your stance on that?
Well, I know if it
And
was me, I
hmm
definitely appreciate the equality. I would appreciate that. It
hmm
fosters a sense of partnership and a mutual
right,
support, rather than a financial dependency.
right.
That's how I look at that.
Yeah,
Is there a stigma against women who expect financial support from men in relationships?
it is. Yeah, they gold diggers, they
Okay.
whatever.
Materialistic,
Absolutely. Excuse me.
especially with this in these modern times. We almost wrapped this episode. This is absolutely too easy for you.
I'm like, I've been put in that, category before. Oh, she materialistic because people look at me, with how I look, my hair's always done, makeup. But the whole thing is, look, I do my own hair or I buy a wig. I do my own makeup. I could do my own nails. I'm a bargain shopper. If something I really want, then okay, I get it. But 80% of what I got has been on sale. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I built a massive wardrobe before I was in any relationship that I was in. So for a person to come in saying, "Oh, she's materialistic," and like, a relationship that I was in, the person only bought me one pair of shoes out of 3 years. You know what I'm saying? So how was I materialistic? And I never asked them to buy me none. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
but but that's what I'm saying. Sometimes it's just how a woman carries herself, and it's like if she's doing all this on her own, she's self efficient. You can't say she this and that because she's taking care of her own self.
Right. I agree
I
with you.
never asked a man to get my nails done every week, or I go get my hair done every 2 weeks or whatever. Them bills that he ain't never even, so if he offered, fine. I like looking good for me first.
Right.
you know. But we not talking about that. We talking about the ones that running down a whole list. Look, I need my hair done. I need my nails done. I need this for that. I need that for that. I need that for that, or whatever. It's like you want him to do all this on, and you can't even do one thing on the list your own self.
What gets me is those women that be like, if he ain't buy me no Birkin, you know, you need to buy me a Birkin bag. Well, if you need a Birkin
That's
bag and you don't,
crazy.
well, apparently you can't afford a fucking Birkin bag. You don't have one.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? If you don't
And
have
then do
that
you
bag
have a
already,
house?
you can't afford it.
But the whole thing is, but do you have a house to put the Birkin in?
Probably not. She probably living in an
Because
apartment.
I've seen women with designer. I know some women take the subway and public transportation to work because it's convenient. You
Right.
ain't looking for parking, paying $40 for parking for the day or whatever. Not them. The ones that you don't even have a wardrobe to match the stuff that you want. All you wear is damn leggings and bodycon fitted stuff, and you want to have these Birkins and these Louis Vuittons and these Balenciagas and all these high maintenance handbags, whatever. You don't even got the wardrobe to match it.
Right.
Every time you go out, you wearing the same stuff. Or every event that you go to, you could be going to a formal event where you need a clutch or evening bag or whatever. You still trying to wear this damn Balenciaga bag. That don't even go with that.
Yeah, I agree.
But you want to appear that you have
They
this
have
or
it
more
all.
than what you have. So you gonna wear this bag to everything that you going to that you didn't even purchase.
Yeah, but
I,
that's
I
how they
feel
are
like if
though.
if 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 you work towards some things and you build your stuff up over time or whatever, that's fine. But let the stuff match.
Right. Well,
I would have a whole if he offered, I would be like, look, here's some things that I would like to do with that money.
but see,
And the
everybody
Birkins sure the
they not
Birkins
looking
the
at it like
Birkins
that though,
wouldn't be
Tiana.
it. I know.
They not looking at it like that. They don't know nothing about taking that money and putting it away and saving it and using it as a down payment on a home versus living in an apartment. You paying 12, 13, $1,400 a month rent
I'd
when
be
you can
like,
take that
Birkin, we
same
booking.
money, right? Take that same money and pay a mortgage on something that you own. They don't know nothing about that. They want to look good first.
Exactly.
You know, they want to look good first.
But that's what I'm saying. You still can look good and build up to that point. It's nothing wrong with wanting it, but you know what I'm saying? Like get your other stuff together first.
Well,
But that's I mean,
I think that's because this is just my perspective. If they got a man that's doing all these things for them, buying
yeah.
them these purses, buying them these shoes, buying them these
Hmm.
designers, and that situation don't work,
Yeah.
now that woman becomes a high valued woman because
Right.
going into the next relationship, she fit the part because she got the
Absolutely.
wardrobe. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
That's how
Absolutely.
that's all that shit is. That's it.
And that's
That's it.
that's
That's
how
all.
them men be getting tricked. It could be a
Cause they
woman like me. I got my own apartment, this and that. But then he want to deal with the next chick because, oh, she got a condo, it's laid out, this and that. You ain't been over there 10 days, and now the damn the rent due, and it's 2,500, and she wants you to pay it. She done tricked you up in there. She letting you spend a night every night. Now she talking about, well, you been over here, you got to pay it. That's why I'm like, for the guys, keep y'all eyes open. Like, y'all need to see the red flags so that y'all can get what y'all truly want to,
right,
with a woman that actually cares about you out here. Because it's a lot of them that don't care. And guess what? I've had some friends before, women that I've had to disconnect myself from because I'm like, why you doing that? Or why you treating him like that? Or you should do this, or you should do it. And I'm actually arguing with them over, you know what I'm saying, trying to tell them to do the right thing. But I'm like, I know personally I wouldn't do that. So now I got to remove myself because I don't even want to be attached to how she moving.
right, yeah.
So I'm speaking as a woman. Yes, they're out here and they don't give a damn. They
But
just only want what they want.
everybody probably don't. Everybody probably don't move the way you move. Everybody probably don't have the same mindset that you
And
have.
I get that. And I get that. And that's why when I be on social media and I be commenting on this stuff, they be talking about, well, it's the majority. But it's like, don't tear me down. Still respect my opinion as the minority that's speaking because every woman ain't out here trying to take a man for everything that he got.
Right.
Because I'm like, for
Mm,
me, like personally, I really don't ask for men for anything. But the whole thing is that still doesn't mean that you should be with me and you shouldn't do anything. Because guess what? If you're with me, then you should be studying me. I shouldn't even have to ask because
right.
when I decide that I want to do something for you, or if I come over to your place, I don't live there, but I might spend time over there or something like that. And if I want to cook something or go into the refrigerator or see that the tissue is low or anything or whatever, I'm just gonna buy the stuff because I was observant. I'm not gonna say what the hell he doing with his money. Why he ain't do that? If I come over there and I know you've been working, you're a hard worker or whatever, it's dishes in the sink, you're not even gonna have to ask me to wash them. I'm just gonna wash them anyway. I wasn't here. I didn't eat out of them. But as a woman, I'm gonna wash them.
It's not many. It's not many like you.
Exactly.
Not many like you. Okay. Well, I think that might wrap today's show
Hmm.
because I think we touched on some good valid points, and I was just excited to see a woman
Right.
stand up and take that approach that she took.
Yeah.
So that was I felt that was something that we need to discuss today.
Yeah.
So before we conclude today's show,
Hmm.
um, you can tell everybody how they can find you and where they can find you at.
You guys can find me on Facebook, Deanna Chester, Instagram, Miss Deanna, of course, at Situations the Podcast. And I have another page, Elite Glamour Girls for Glam Things. So look forward to seeing you guys, interacting with you. Give us some feedback. Do you agree with what we said, or do you have another, perspective on it? Is there any more topics that you would like to talk to? Do you feel like we missed anything or left anything out on this topic? Just let us know.
All right. Okay, everyone. As you know, I'm Kelvin, your host of Situations the Podcast. And you can catch me at Situations the Podcast. You can also catch me at Royal Divas Mag. But most importantly, I would like for you guys to, get over to our YouTube channel at Situations the Podcast and subscribe. Turn on that notification bell. That way you'll be informed whenever new content is posted, and help us grow the show. Once you subscribe, you become family. I know this week I said I was going to do some giveaways, but we got so tied up into the segment. But next week for sure, I'm going to be doing some giveaways. So make sure you guys get over to YouTube at Situation the Podcast and subscribe. Turn that notification bell, and you'll be informed of all new content going up first. Okay, Thiana.
Yes.
Once again, I want to say I appreciate you for always, for being there and being
You
a
too.
splendid co-host.
Thank you. Likewise.
Okay, everybody, that will conclude today's show. And I just want you guys to make sure you get over to YouTube and subscribe.
Thank you guys for tuning in to today's show. We greatly appreciated it. We look forward to seeing you next Sunday for another amazing episode of Situations the Podcast.
Okay, everybody. Once again, this concludes today's show. I thank everybody that tuned in. See you next week.
All right. See you next week, guys.